America is slipping towards authoritarianism, and the most frightening part is that it may already be too late. You know those moments in history when we look back and ask how a country could ever allow something so extreme? Right now we are living inside that answer. Contrary to popular belief, authoritarianism doesn't always arrive via dramatic military coups. Democracies can and often do slide into authoritarianism slowly, quietly, and procedurally. There are three pillars that define this slide. The first is consolidation of force and the suppression of dissent. The second is undermining the rule of law. The third is purging institutions and replacing professionals with loyalists. When all three move at the same time, a nation is no longer drifting, it is transforming. So look at what has unfolded in just a few months. Tens of thousands of career civil servants have been thrown out of the government. Masked and unaccountable federal police forces now operate directly under Trump. Immigration crackdowns have escalated far beyond policy disputes into detention centres, torture sites, and secret transfers to war zones. Citizens and non-citizens are caught in the same net. Political opponents are being prosecuted, loyalists are pardoned, investigations into allies are shut down. January 6 attackers, corrupt politicians, and wealthy donors are openly protected. National Guard troops and Marines have entered blue states and cities under the excuse of a manufactured emergency. Court orders are ignored, Congress is ignored, money is spent without authorization and withheld when Congress has legally approved it. Immigrants and trans people are blamed for every problem. Media outlets are attacked and threatened. Reporters are sued or banned. Meanwhile, the president enriches himself through crypto projects, business dealings, and blatant selling of access to the White House. This is not politics as usual. This is the classic authoritarian playbook. It is the same pattern political scientists have documented again and again across collapsing democracies. Juan Lintz, one of the greatest scholars of authoritarianism, described 4 warning signs: limited political competition, emotional and religious loyalty to one leader, suppression of critics and anti-regime groups, and expanding executive powers that are vague, shifting, and unchecked. Now read that list again. It fits America in 2025 with painful accuracy. The truly frightening part is how quietly this has all happened. Even well-informed people cannot keep track. I recently spoke with a brilliant lawyer who asked why I was worried. When I listed even half of what you just heard, his jaw dropped. This is not because he is careless. It is because the information environment is broken. The news cycle moves too fast. Outrage is constant, and Donald Trump has spent years accusing others of corruption so that when he does it, it feels normal. But this is not normal, and the lack of resistance makes it worse. Remember when conspiracy theorists said Obama would invade red states? Jade Helm was the biggest fear on the right. Yet today, Trump really has deployed federal forces into American communities. The same people who once claimed they would resist tyranny are suddenly silent. And now Trump and his allies say that criticizing authoritarian behavior is an incitement to violence. They say speaking the truth is dangerous. That is classic gaslighting on a national scale. Some courts have pushed back, some institutions have held the line, but the danger remains, because eventually a more disciplined authoritarian can and will finish what he started. We are not past the point of saving this country, but we are close. Democracy does not survive through hope, it survives through action. So keep speaking, keep pushing, keep documenting, and keep telling the truth at every dinner table and every conversation. Silence is how authoritarianism wins, and awareness is how it falls. America still has time, but not much.